Man, I started this and I forgot about something else I had to deal with real quick. To come back to it then and go from there. Okay, we're gonna work on this bear some more. See how this goes. Man, it's like blizzard out here. Snow just really coming down real good. But you know, I mean, we ain't got nothing else to do. You ain't got nothing else to do. We got nothing else to do together, right? That sounds good to me. Okay. All right, let's get a saw running. Get some headphones on, some hearing protection, little brain protection, little whatever, little whoever, something or other. Come on, baby. There, a little bit. A little bit back down. What's going on, baby kisses? Heck yeah, bud. See y'all in there. All right, we're going to continue to work on this guy. And remember, he's supposed to be hands in his pockets. He's going to be wearing bibs. I think I'm going to give him a bandana around his neck even. We'll see how it goes. I don't like the ears, though. Drag off off. Go with that. Now, I kind of want to thin him down a little bit, head to shoulders, and then I'm going to put a bandana around him. So I'm going to cut a little bit more off the shoulders. Now, actually, it might seem kind of drastic at first, but this kind of is what it is. Hope y'all are having a good time. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Saying I just didn't want him to look quite so obese. You know what I mean? Them bears that Pigeon Forge, man, I'll tell you what, I think as they're down to one, they died. I mean, it's like they got heart disease or something just because people was feeding them so much. They got so fat. think he's reaching so deep down in his pockets because he's trying to find some extra change. You know, it's hard to be a bearer nowadays. You know, things are expensive. He's probably got to pay child support on top of all that. I mean, I can't even imagine. Before I get into bibs, I want to do the bandana, and because the bibs that kind of come up here, and honestly the scarf, bandana, whatever you're going to call it, will kind of cover over the top handle of them. So I'm going to put that line in and kind of dig it out. Let's see what happens. From her perspective, yeah, I guess you can. It's not too bad, is it? I could dig out a little bit of the band right there and then round that out. And of course I'll have to do it in the back too, but that's it. That's gonna look pretty cool. You know, he looks like a little bit of a wild fella, you know, if he's wearing that out there. Let's see, how you guys doing today? Let's see what we got. Hey, Tim, what's going on? Hey, William Shoup. Hey, Matt Carves. Glad to see you guys. Heck yeah. some things I want to go back. Like I got to fix the mirrors. Actually, I might thin them out a little bit. We'll see. I already took some height out of them, but we'll see that. But I'm gonna start working on the bibs now. Kind of. So these pockets, we kind of got that established. The pockets of the bibs are right here, so they're gonna be kind of coming up right here, down here, across the front pocket. So I guess I'll start to draw those lines. Yeah, okay. I think let me step back, get your guys' view of this. There's a little, he's pitched off a little bit more here than here, so I can fix that too. Some bibs. Let's make him look good. I don't know. We haven't really come up with a name for him. I'm thinking Larry. We're going to call him Larry the Bear. I don't know. Hey, guys, hopefully today, now we only needed 11 subscribers to do it. Hopefully we get it. We were wanting to get to 22,000 subscribers, and hopefully we get there today. Give that guy a pocket too, like a pocket right in the front of here. I think so. I'm just looking to see if anything I should kind of even up first. Yeah, maybe a little. Pocket there, we'll black the edges of it. You know, I doubt we'll put any stitching in there or anything like that, but it'll just be enough that you could tell it's a pocket. You know, that'll be about all the better it gets, you know what I mean? But that said, I'm gonna go ahead and start digging out this part here, a little bit at a time. A little bit of to see on the camera, but you can see the distinctness of the straps. And I could even give like the straps, give them little round things and put a button there. It wouldn't be a bad idea, but I think I'm just gonna leave it like it is. It's not bad. And start working around the pockets. I gotta kind of dig that out to make the pockets a little more obvious. Fine lines down here, going across there to show his arms are tucked down in the pockets. That's coming together pretty good. Starting to look like they're really in there. Wonder if I want to add anything else down there, but I want to cut them down. I want to leave them kind of big and make his feet a little bit smaller so they're kind of sticking out of the pants. I got the feet pretty daggone big actually, but they're not horrible, but they're it's a little on the big side. But yeah, a couple other little things there and there. So I'll just keep going and see what I come up with. Worst thing that happened is nothing, right? Appreciate y'all being here. Hit the like button if you would. Hey, Dad, Ray, what's going on? Hey, stoned guy. Heck yeah, man, I wish I could too. You know what I'm saying? But I got Class B CDL and I also got to be clean for Christ. But that's all right, my man. I take gummies for pain, for my arthritis pain. I'm 50, and I got a lot of arthritis pain, and I would definitely take a gummies if I could. But I have Class C CDL, and I can't do it. Yeah, I still think just a little heavy on the ear. This one here in particular, it needs to come down some. I keep looking at it. Too, man, mushrooms. I would never do mushrooms because all these carvings will come to life and chase me around. I couldn't have that, could I? Better if you look at that, the toe comes out, the pants is just kind of dangling down around, and then same thing on the other side, and I'm gonna make the other foot look the same way, and then we'll give him some sharp toes down there, you know what I mean, like make him look like he needs to go to the groomer. Look a little better, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him cut him down, give him some sharp toenails too in the front. Got 5 toes, 6 toes, 4 toes, 10 toes. Okay, you got it right. He's got 10 toes. Okay, well, I can't have 10 toes on each foot, so that means I have to divide 10. Okay, 10 divided by 2 would be 5. Okay, all right. Hey, I'm not as dumb as I look. I know. There's that one person that goes, oh, yes, you are, buddy. funny, but I did. I had to count the toes. That's crazy, isn't it? Oh, I'm just getting dumber with age, dumber with age. It seems to be toes wise. I got to work on the back too, start cleaning that up. It's short. I got to shorten the back up quite a bit. There's a big piece of that that's going to have to come off, and it's going to have to come off slowly. That said, might as well roll this baby around. What do you think, buddy? Oh man, I'll tell you, this is going to make a very good dancing partner, that's for sure. And I'm getting my butt kicked, right? Hey! Oh, I would have moved my kid. He kicked my butt. All right. Get out my woodchucker special. Heck yeah. If it's got fuel in it, hell, I can't remember. I think so. Hey, you singing a song? I don't know, guys. I can't get everything right, so I'm going to try to get nothing right, and I hope you guys like it. Hey, Plywood. Hey, John. What's going on, Jude? Hey, heck yeah. Hey, Manly Lee. Heck yeah. But I don't think he should. He should have like droopy, because he's wearing these bibs, right? So they should be like drooping down. That's what I think. Yeah, they should be like drooping down. I don't know. over 22,000 subscribers yet? I'm just curious. Let's see what we got. Heck yeah. What do we got here? Hey, tree fella. Glad to see you, my man. All right. So, hey, I'm going to fell this piece, okay? I don't know. I ain't going to fell a whole tree there. I do up here, like, I got mostly maple, hard maple. I'll have to cut some of that down. And I don't know what I'm doing, though. What do you think? Now, guys, I have this really nice, detailed, intricate carving I can sell you for $39.95 plus shipping and handling. All right, crack the concrete if I ain't careful. Yeah, so I got to cut some more off here to even it. I didn't think. I'm looking at it though. Maybe not. I think by the time I round that, it might come out right. It might come out right. Okay, let's turn the bear around. So, he's not mooning you. Not yet. I swear he's not mooning you yet. Let's see what happens, okay? Hey, what the heck? I might as well stick with this guy for a Okay, well, I guess that's that. Go back to this guy. God, I love that. I just love chipping them pieces, and they fly. And they get stuck in the kids' tires. It's just great. Or stuck in the side of the building. No, that's never happened yet. If it did, I'd probably chill out. But I just love chipping pieces. Now, if you don't know what I mean by chipping pieces, allow me to demonstrate. Just about off, right? Now, I could easily just cut it off. But in a sense of looking cool and manly, how you handle it. And it's clear over there, 15 feet away. Frisky ladies going by right now and saying, oh man, if that is the backside of a bear, I am so disappointed. I thought it would be better than that. Like, I thought he'd have really nice glutes and stuff, you know? Oh, well, anyway. Because, I mean, come on. What are you doing looking at its backside anyway, you perverts? No, okay. Anyhow, let's get it. So, the arms, the back of the arms, obviously, they got to be cut down some, too. So, we'll cut them babies down and then get our straps, give him a little back here for his bibs he's got on, you know. A little bit at a time. So, I got to round the arms off, cut them down to kind of realistic, you know. I mean, something or other. And, out of fuel. Let me grab another one. I came prepared. Somewhat. If I was really prepared, I'd have had all this stuff started before I started live, right? Yeah. You gotta tell me. Quit acting like a rookie. I'm okay with it. What do you guys think? Let's see who all we got here. Hi, Pravada. Glad to see you there. Hey, June's House of Crafts. Johnny's Lathe Crafts. Check Johnny out. He does awesome work. Hi, Simon. How's it going? Uh-oh. Get it together, Grumpy. Look, he's got an orange head like me. Now what did I do wrong? Uh-huh. That's the water. Uh-oh. Something come off in the switch. That's what it is. Yeah, okay. Well, if I can get him running again. Yeah, something come loose in the switch. Let's see. I probably better just run it. Hey, look at that. $10 from the shoops. 22,000. Heck yeah, buddy. Awesome. Appreciate that. Woo. Woo-hoo. Hey, and just for extra emphasis. Woohoo! All right. Hey, and check out my buddy William Shoop, the Shoop's Wood Shop. By the way, I love that dude, and they are killing it. They got monetized in like 4 months. that worked out. We'll keep right on a rocking. Heck yeah, glad to have y'all in here. Hey, Susie Q, what's going on? Hi, Giselle, glad to have you. All right. got some crazy stuff. Yeah, no doubt. Hey, Chuck Buckalong, what's going on, brother? How about that? Had to break that out of the wire to get the shut off. But anyway, the switch come apart. And I had that happen before, and I put it back together. It's lasted forever, but I guess these things happen, right? It is what it is. Set that thing over there. That one needs to go to the shop anyway. It's not oiling right. And so it just kind of is what it is. You know, if I can't figure it out, I'll take it to a guy. I don't mess around with it. How's it going? Hey, Chapacolo, what's going on, baby? Kisses, heck yeah. Hey, you just figured it out. Is Caleb in there? Hope you're in there, buddy. Glad to see you. Yeah, the choke wouldn't work. That was the thing. It wasn't the switch popped out of place. And it happened before, but actually that was on the 170 the last time that happened. And it's been, I guess it wasn't that saw. That's the first time I've had it happen like that one. But I'm hard on my stuff. I treat my stuff like crap. You know, I don't treat it good anyway, so I can't really complain. Here, let me take this guy out of the way and slide him onto the side. And then I got this eagle is on my buck pieces, so I got to move it over here. I call them buck pieces. They're jacks. Just board or wood rounds I use for jacks. And get this stuff up off the ground, and I want to bring them over here. Big piece of pine. I've had this piece since 2019. And it's a good cutting piece. Not bad at all. If you'll set something on it, jack it up. I got these guys here, the bear with the hat and the walking stick and the raccoon with the walking stick, and I've never finished them. And I need to get this done. I mean, heck, I can't sell it if I don't get it done, right? And we sold so much there Saturday that I gotta crank some stuff out because I gotta go back the 17th. It is what it is. I could go back next week if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna because I'll run out of inventory if I keep going like that. All right, so let's see what we got before I start on this. Hey, Woodchucker, what's going on, buddy? Glad to see you. Hey, appreciate that, Shoops. Bill, I appreciate that, and also that gift you gave us, man. That was really, 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 really awesome. Heck yeah. I don't know. Heck yeah, I appreciate that. All right. Okay, so let's start working on these guys some more. And I don't know. I mean, it's down to that point to where, you know, you're trying to make some detail in them and finish them and bring them to life. I mean, it already looks cool as it is. You know, I mean, the idea that a bear with a bobcat and a walking stick and a raccoon with a walking stick, they be walking together. I mean, why not? They eat the same stuff, you know. Trash can, whatever. You know, whatever's in the can, they eat it. But let's turn them around. I'm going to do some back work on them first. And it might seem odd. Somebody come by and say, is that the back of a bear and a raccoon? And you guys say no. Okay? No, it's not, actually. That's what you tell them. No, because then I'm encouraging you guys to lie. And I would never do that. Okay. Let me turn that way. All right, then I'm going to put fuel in the 170. And then we'll work on this piece. Because look, I ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. We're all hanging out. Ain't nobody mad. Ain't nobody move. Nobody get hurt. Nobody move. Nobody get hurt. Nobody move. Nobody get hurt. Something like that. You guys remember that song? Okay, I don't either. So I guess we're in the same room. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's the wind. We got, in the Midwest, we got like just a constant hard blow today, about 25 mile an hour. Good kite flying weather. Not bad at all for that. Get some fuel in this baby. She's a drinker. This one here is a drinker. It's not so, I'll tell you what, she's not so bad on the fuel, but she really drinks and slings the oil. So I'm guessing since the oil's thicker, she likes the hard stuff. You know, a little bourbon, maybe some moonshine or something. I don't know. I'd like to think chainsaws are probably more vodka style. You know, I don't know. I don't like any of that crap. Margaritas and beer. That's it. Nothing hard for me. All right. She got a drink. Not too bad, not too good. Somewhere in the middle. Kind of like Barbara Walters or Barbara Streisand or Bob the Builder. I don't know. Somebody with a B. Okay. Yeah. Oh, she died. Oh, crikey. Actually got to come in and down like that. So you might have a hard time imagining what I'm trying to do with that facing this way. So let's turn it this way. And it'll be a little easier to see. That makes sense? And you're not looking at the backside of a bear anymore. I can't call you perverts, okay? up some of these overcuts. Well, I gotta figure the raccoon out too. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking his legs won't even be visible. The tail wraps around, and then I guess we'll just kind of curve it off here since he's on the bottom. Make them look like they're standing on like some rocky, shelly stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Woodchucker. Hey, Norm. What's going on? Glad to see you guys. Hi, Enrique. All right. Anyway, the idea is to make them look like they're standing on some shale or something like that. So I might go ahead and cut that in too real quick because it don't take very long to make it. You're just trying to make it look like rocks. And then I got to clean it, cut this all back here to bring his head out. He looks fine. I'm not going to mess with him in the back no more. His tail's covering up his legs. It just is what it is. that's it for the back. Spin this guy around, we'll finish the rocks up in the front, and then maybe we'll be able to get him some hair for us. It's all over. Let's see. But we gotta get our shell done first. That's kind of an easy one. I like to get the easy stuff out of the way. Don't you? That's looking kind of funky. He's got a gangster lean, or the phone's got a gangster lean. How about that? Maybe it's both, or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Can't blame me. I haven't drank anything. Alright, shell's done. So, everything we need to do is focus on the raccoon and the bear. And there really ain't a lot to do to them. It comes right down to it. Clean the backside of the head on the bear, or the raccoon. And, that's some wonky teddy bear and raccoon hanging out together having a party, It just kind of is what it is. But, I don't know. How long we've been on here? Hour and 18 minutes. Okay, yeah, we'll keep working on him a little bit more. See what we can get out of this guy. He's kind of wonky up in here. And it's understandable because that's back up in there. But I'm going to see if I can make him some eye slots right here. And I don't know, a little bit at a time. Think it at this point, it's just hair. Give them some hair. Make them unnaked. You know, nobody wants to see flashing bears, right? You know, at least I don't. Let's see what we got here. Hi, Joey. How's it going, man? All right. Heck yeah, having a good time. So an hour and 21 minutes. Yeah, let's look at some hair. Why not? Naked forest friends, you got to give them some coats. Keep them warm. It's a bear and a raccoon hiking, maybe I carve hookah on the side of their shoes or the side of their feet, you know what I mean? So they got hookah feet instead of just regular old bare feet. They got special hiking hookah feet. I know it's a dumb idea, I know. I know. Now you're back to looking at his butt again. I don't. Done. So I gotta do Mr. Raccoon, get him all done, get him haired up. And I'll be glad I'll have this complete. Heck yeah. Let's see. I got a stupid text in the way. AMG Crafting, what's going on? Glad to see you, my friend. Heck yeah. All right, we'll keep going. Hair this raccoon up. Make it look. Put some fuel in this baby, will I? I think I can get away with not putting oil in, but I'm gonna put the oil in because he ain't gonna take that long, and that piece is gonna be done with the chainsaw carbon part of it, and you know, then at least I won't grab the saw later on, go to work on something else, and have fuel and no oil. You know, I already got that problem with this other one, but now and I might mess with this other one, the switch, because I put the switch back together on a Stihl. I think I can figure it out on this Neotech. It's pretty much the same thing. But it's hard to say. I don't know why I just didn't grab that little John cutter. and finish that raccoon. That would probably make more sense. So. But I've already got the spark. And that's what happens when you're done. Just take what we can get. Right? Come on, baby. Oh, it's cold. Coming out with the jug real slow. Sort of hold y'all up. There we go. Let's get the back out. That. Not as hard. Spin that dude around, right? Here we go, guys. Let's dance. You guys want to dance with that big guy back there? I heard he's pretty heavy on his feet. All right. I don't know. It's a rare occurrence, but after a while, I just run out of stuff to say. much. I'm done with these guys. Yeah, then we got me chainsaw carving wine. Obviously, I got to burn, sand, get my eyeballs, all that stuff. Not too bad. Not hard work, really. But it's kind of cool. I think that's kind of neat piece, you know. At least that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it, right? All right, guys, let's see what we got here. Check out the chat here. Hey, Plywood, MG, Tim List. Who else we got in here? Susie Q, Norm Hughes. Heck yeah. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all being in here. DeLand was even there for a while. That's awesome. That's awesome, awesome. Hey, guys, I sure appreciate it. Hey, John. Heck yeah, now the chat's rolling faster than I can keep up with. Appreciate the heart, baby kisses. Hey, it's a Rumpelstiltskin. What's going on, my man? I got you. All right. Heck yeah. That's awesome to know. All right, guys, so here, let me roll this around. Little recap. It's a little different when you do it this way. Hello, hello, buddy. Heck yeah. That's that guy. He's done. He's ready to be sanded and painted. Burn, sand, paint, give him some eyeballs, stuff like that. And then these guys, which that's been sitting back there for a while, and I can start doing some burr work. I know I'm going to have to do a couple phone calls, and then I can get back to it. Get back to working on some detail work on this stuff. And I got other stuff back here, like that needs burrs. I need to use a man paw to give it scales and give it eyes and stuff like that. And then our herring over there, same thing. You know, I got some stuff. I actually got a lot of stuff here that I made these 5 pieces here while I was at the Hocking Hills Lodge the other day. Just out piece I took. I couldn't wait to get rid of that piece of wood anyway. So anyway, I turned it into 5 pieces. But he needs some work to finish him up, sanding and stuff like that too. And a lot of sanding stuff, you know, it just is what it is. This is normal carving life, I guess. That head's gonna need, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna eat up probably 2 pads a day. Eat up 2 flat discs just a day, more than likely. But anyway, guys, that's what I got. I appreciate y'all being here and hanging out. Appreciate that, Rumpelstiltskin. Heck yeah. And we might come back tonight, too. I kind of doubt it. I don't think so. I think our friends from Louisiana is going to put on a pretty cool dinner either tonight or tomorrow. I'm not really sure. But if not, I'll be back. I'm not working, so I might as well be back in here tomorrow doing this. Oh, yeah. What? You want to watch us eat? No, I'm not going to share that, baby kisses. Hey, thank you, Norm. I appreciate you, man. Really do. I love your emoji, too. That's pretty cool. We finally changed ours. The boss lady been complaining about a long time about what's a beaver carving got to do with burying the boss lady. And I don't know. This is the idea I had at the time, you know. It worked out for me, okay? All right, guys, so I'm going to hit it. I appreciate you guys watching. And if I don't come back tonight, I'll be back tomorrow, probably in the morning, something like that. Heck yeah, you love that change? Yeah, it looks like us. That's the heck of it. It looks like us. That's important, I guess, because she come up with that one off of a picture from, we went and checked out the Prairie Peddler up in Butler, Ohio, here a couple months, or back in October. And we were thinking about doing that show next year if we can get into it. And we took that picture while we were there, and she took it, and she has her phone has some AI generator app in the photo gallery that she was able to make a couple of those. And I said, that's the one right there. And she said, yeah, I kind of like that too. So I've been playing with it from there. But anyway, I appreciate you guys being here. If I can't come back tonight, we will catch y'all tomorrow. Appreciate you. Hey, and they mess with you. They got like a 2-stage thing of how you have to get out of here. So when I say my outro, I have to click 2 buttons. It's kind of a headache. I don't know, but it is what it is. Hey, come back when you can stay later, you schmucks.